still says waiting for me. I don't know if it's just me.
Right, I think we might be live
Okay.
now.
Yeah, we're live now.
Okay. So Nate, on Discord, I'll just hop over into the trading floor if
Okay.
anyone else wants to join us.
Yeah.
Good morning, guys. Hopefully everyone can see our live stream well. So what we're going to be doing, we're going to be basically streaming our Discord server. We recently started doing live trading in the mornings with our community in the trading floor, and we thought we'd just bring it to YouTube. See how we get on. So this is our first time doing a live. So it took a little bit of figuring out to get this set up. So please bear with us. And yeah, if this is useful to you guys, then we might do this a bit more often. So, Neef, is there anything you're looking at the moment?
So GU, we've got a mitigation of that 1 hour. Yeah, so 1 hour zone. Yesterday I did show you that 1 hour zone. So if you have a look at GU on the 1 hour right now.
Let me just clear some of this clutter. You talk about this zone here.
Yeah, you've marked it up. Yeah. So if you just extend it, we have a mitigation of that point. And then if you drop to the 15 minutes, there is a 15-minute zone in there, which has been mitigated as well. So potentially there could be a chance for a confirmation entry right over here.
Okay, cool. So you're looking for a long.
Yeah.
We've got two zones here we could look at. We could probably go for the extreme here, the extreme inside bar. A little bit of yeah, it's opening with a bit of momentum at the moment. So let's get this on.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Yeah, we'll let London open. I think, no, looking at this momentum, we might. We've already swept this low here, so we might just end up sweeping the Asia low. We'll keep an eye on
Yeah,
that. It's probably
seems
not a
like
bad
it.
spot, but at the moment, I don't think it's quite ready for a long. We could be sweeping some liquidity. We could even be going for the extreme here.
Yeah. We've
So
already
what's this?
swept Asian session for me.
Asia for you. See, Asia
Yeah,
started here
I've
at 10.
opened it up. I've opened it up at 8 a.m. for me.
You're sorry?
The Asian section starts at 8 a.m. for me. That's what I've put it on there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'd start the Asia session as soon as spread hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got. I think we might sweep this, tap into here. So this was the 1 hour zone, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So possibly we could get a wick past there, but again we've got all this imbalance below. So we'll see how price reacts to this zone. If we wick past it and we get some confirmation we're still going to push back up, then we look for a long there.
Yeah.
See what I was looking at for US 30.
If you mark the 2-hour candle for GU, it's still within that 2-hour candle. So it's still pretty okay.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Are you looking at this candle before the? So yeah, this one here.
One sec. It's I can't really see what you're looking at, but yeah, it's on GU, 2-hour zone. Yeah, so if you just mark that 2-hour candle there,
This one.
yeah, that one.
Okay, yeah, I see what you mean.
So we're still within that zone, so still pretty okay.
Okay. Yeah, let's see how this reacts. So we've got any news this morning, so I'll put that on So the main news that I'm concerned about is more this afternoon for the US dollar.
Yeah,
Just some high
the Asian
impact.
session moved quite a bit as well.
Yeah, it did
So
actually.
I had eyes for EU short, AU short, both of which are basically they worked out during the Asian session. I'd say about 3 hours. So 3 hours from now, so 3 hours behind us. So if you look at, just what pair are you looking at? So have a look at like maybe AU, and then just look at the 30-minute time frame, and you'll see that zone that I'm talking about that got mitigated.
Oh right, yeah, this. So we've got this zone that got mitigated here, then we've got another zone here that's been mitigated. You talk about a supply or demand zone?
Supply zone.
Yeah, so this one here, the inside bar.
Is it an inside bar? Yeah, it looks like one. Yeah, it's an
Mhm.
inside bar. Yeah,
Yeah.
that one. So that was a good, area to short. Not very clear price action, but actually, yeah, there was a nice short trade there. Could have taken down the 1 minute. Really nice trade there. Would have been a decent, let's see. Yeah, so if we target, technically speaking, target this demand zone, would have been a nice 20-hour trade. And it's a very logical trade as well because we have reacted off a 15-minute zone. And it's quite weird, like, we've been talking about this where the Asian session has been moving quite a bit, which is pretty unique. Doesn't happen quite often.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's something interesting so far.
Well, it's relatively normal for AU, but like you said, with
Yeah.
EU and GU,
Yeah, EU
they've
has moved as well.
they have made some. In fact,
Moved
this
quite
could
a
be
bit.
the DXY move, moving this during the here we are. Look, so this is during the Asia session. So DXY has made a bit of movement during the Asia session.
Yeah. It's been happening quite often as well. So it's quite interesting.
Yeah. So this is what I'm looking
So
at
for
for
US,
AU at the moment. So we've got this zone here. Yeah, we could also. So that's the decisional. Here we've got the extreme of this movement. Excuse me.
Morning.
morning.
Morning, mate. You're right.
Yeah, not bad, not bad. How's the missus?
Yeah, she's all good, mate. Yeah, everything came back great. So that's good news. Just to let you know, mate, we're live on YouTube as well, so you're on YouTube as well, mate.
Oh, okay.
Say hi, everyone.
Where's the link again? Your screen.
Excuse me again. Yeah, no, wife she had chest pains yesterday, and spoke to the doctors, and they said to go into A&E. So when she had it checked out, everything. She was there the entire day, bless her, but yeah, everything came back fine.
Yeah, thank God.
Yeah, it's potentially to do with COVID. They said in the hospital that they've had quite a few people that have had COVID come back with similar symptoms.
Yeah.
Uh,
What's up, Alex?
Morning, Alex. You all right, mate?
Good morning, man. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad. You're live on YouTube, by the way.
I just see it. There's a lot of people. Wow.
So Alex, you trade US 30 quite a lot. Here's what I've got. We've got this zone down here. I've got this 1 hour zone. I haven't refined it yet, actually.
I'm looking at it right now. There is a trade there. You can mark a 15-minute, 30-minute wick. You have a 15-minute, 30-minute, 15-minute, even 1 hour chalk. So potentially there might be a 1 minute entry there. We'll try trading US 30s today.
Yeah. Are you
Quite
talking
like
about this?
US
Are you
30s.
talking about this wick just here, mate?
One sec. The live stream's a bit, laggy. Sorry, not laggy. It's lagging out. It's sorry. It's sort of delayed. So
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
so
right,
it's
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, gotcha.
You see it, Alex?
I'm seeing the live stream, but it has delay. So,
Let me send it over
oh,
to you guys.
is that the 30-minute?
This is the
Yeah, I'll send it
15 I'm on at the
into
moment.
That's a
Send it in the
nice
group.
quality, Chris.
Yeah.
That's the zone I'm looking at, Neef.
Yeah, same one, right?
Yeah. So you're looking
Yeah,
at this
perfect.
entire candle, including the wick, aren't you?
Yeah, and then
That
if you
makes
look
sense.
on,
Why you looking at?
yeah, time to swing this baby. And then the one I've sent is the 30-minute time frame, just an overall overview of what it's actually tapped into.
Yeah.
So,
Here we go. We've got an immediate reaction to this now. So we've had a dip in on the 15-minute candle
yeah,
opened.
yeah, we've got our US 30 specialist here as well. I'm gonna make that your name now, Alex. I'm changing it. I'm changing your Discord name, US 30 specialist.
Okay. I mean, I'm beating gold to you now. That's fun. I found a good trade yesterday of your story. And that was the only entry that I found.
Yeah. Hi, Jacob.
It just kept melting.
Yeah, US 30 loves the extreme points. So
It does.
yeah, I realized I was
Good
backtesting
morning.
yesterday for a bit. Morning, mate.
It does a lot. And I love flips. It works a lot of
Yeah,
flips.
yeah, yeah. Loves flips.
As soon as supplier demand fail, just trade what broke
Yeah,
it.
exactly. So even like zones, right? I realized if you mark like 1 hour zones, it's gonna literally move to the extreme of that 1 hour zone, which may be on the 1 minute time frame. So it really catches the extreme points,
Yeah.
and it shows quite a bit of false movement. So when you think it's gonna go up, it's gonna be like nope, and then it goes down to the extreme, and you're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like now it has reacted off that zone I marked, but it hasn't tapped into the extreme point. That's why I'm just waiting now. No trade yet, but I'm gonna, yeah, you know what? I'll take it today. I'll take a trade. First US 30 trade in a while. Again,
So you're
hashtag not
taking the
signals.
US 30, are you?
Yeah, not yet. but if it forms up, I'll take it.
Yeah, that's what I'm just looking at the moment as well.
Still gonna push down. It's gonna hit that extreme point. Either hit that extreme point or just break right through it. And if it break right through it, then you look for a demand to supply trade. Am I right, Alex, or am I right?
You ain't wrong.
What else? What are the other pairs doing? Oh, GU has reacted off and respected that zone. Very nice.
What time is it? Let me put my vertical lines. As you can see, Nate, in 1 minute, there's a trade that already happened for the
US 30?
sell-off. For the sell-off, yeah. I'm gonna send it in the chat.
Is
I
that a
think I know
sell?
where you're gonna sell.
So, as you can see, Nate, in 1 minute, already happened.
Hear the echo in the background.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
All good.
That means I have a good mic, huh?
I hope you do. Also getting a refund. Send it back to Amazon. Hey, give me a better mic. What is everybody else looking for? Anybody
See
else?
how-
Okay, yeah, I see what you mean there.
Hmm?
It's this area here,
Yeah, so
yeah.
Ah, yes, that's exactly what I was talking about. Nice. Good stuff. Nice. US
the
30
reason why
scalp.
I didn't trade it was because I stopped trading the morning session.
Yeah.
It has been slapping me the last couple of days, and I found so many good trades in New York, and I'm like, "Ah, I cannot trade because of my rules."
Yeah.
But that's, and I see that a lot. Right on New York Open, it just go the manipulation, like goes to a area that was created before New York Open and just react a lot. But the area created by New York Open is not respected most of the times.
Yeah.
So that's something to have in mind. So if I see like a that high that I just mark, if I see that being violated, so that's supply to be broken,
Yeah.
it would buy. That's like a nice opportunity to buy, and there's a
Yeah.
lot of liquidity on top there. It can go. Just what's the people in the chat saying? Nice background, Chris.
Yeah, I just done that on OBS. It's annoying that
Mhm.
trading view you can't have like pin. You know, like you can pin text, you can't pin images.
Oh,
Right, here we are. So we've had a tap of this zone here now.
Yep.
I've also
Literally
noticed when
with yeah.
when we're talking, obviously everything that's showing up on the screen, there's a bit of a delay between
Yeah.
when we're doing it and it actually shows up on YouTube. So I'm not sure when we're talking. I'm not sure if there's a delay with that as well. Hopefully that's all in sync. If not, it might get a bit confusing for people watching. We'll figure
No,
this
so
out,
when
guys.
we're
This is our first
when
live stream.
no, when we're talking, it's okay on Discord, but what they hear is gonna be, you know, the exact same thing, but
Cool.
it's not delayed for them. It's just delayed for us when we see it.
All
So yeah,
right.
US 30's broken that extreme zone.
Yeah.
Yeah, so no trades. No trades today. No longs.
No longs, literally no longs.
Yeah, no longs.
Uh,
Not yet. Not yet.
there's two areas that I'm looking for another possible entry.
Yeah, you're looking
Depends.
for a short, aren't you?
Yeah, sure, yes.
I know you are. I can see it.
But
To be
there's
fair, this has come down with quite a bit of momentum. So obviously
Yeah.
we've clearly reacted to this. So I think we'll see. Obviously we've created this high here in the Asia session. So we'll see if we get some kind of maybe hourly chalk, change of character, you know, push past that. And if we do, then we can start looking to clear some of this imbalance up here. But then, yeah, if we don't, then maybe just continue with the momentum. Obviously, we are quite bearish at the moment with US 30. I'll come back to that in a moment.
let me mute that. Can you guys hear me now? Okay.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Yeah, I had to mute.
That zone. I'm just on AU now. This
Yeah,
signal.
It just there's two areas that it can react.
for US 30?
Yes, in 1 minute.
I
Because
know. You're talking about the extreme zone just above, and then the decisional candle, which is the one that literally
That's
tapped the
just
extreme and then it pushed through, right?
yes.
Yep, I know.
I don't like this. So I have a rule when it comes to just turning it. If there's a gap, you get from wick to wick in a zone. If there's no gap, you only get the body of the candle.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna take the decisional just because that broke the demand.
Are you talking about this supply zone that's pushed past the demand?
Let me see.
Oh yeah, there's a delay, isn't there?
Yeah.
So on the 1 minute, we've got a supply zone that pushed past the demand that is broken through.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly one.
Yeah. Yeah, so this invalidation here, obviously that's a demand zone. But you can now look at that also as a breaker structure as well. So
Yeah, correct.
yeah, so we've got this zone just here.
And it's impulsive.
Oh, okay, what's going on now?
The 3 minute looks so nice.
It's a dojo.
Oh yeah, it does. Yeah, it's huge. It's good though. If it breaks this zone, then we have more reason to short it even more. What's the extreme of this 15 minutes? Sorry, this higher time frame zone we've marked up. Let me have a look. Maybe it's going to that extreme.
It's by the 12th May. Wow, this is nice zone touch, man.
The extreme is pretty much, yeah, it's right at the bottom of the demand zone. We're pretty much in it.
Yes, on the 12 minute, and it's going deeper.
Yeah, I think it's gonna break it. We've got a quick reaction now.
And we tested this zone 3 times, and it didn't push up hard.
Yeah,
So
it
yes,
seems
that's
like
very
a classic example of you could even class this inducement, to be fair, because you've got one reaction, push up, another reaction, push up, another reaction, push up. Now we're in another reaction, see if it pushes up, and then it's really gathering a lot of liquidity because you might imagine there's a lot of people just waiting to buy there,
Yeah.
Yeah.
pretty much who've already bought there, and got taken out pretty much immediately.
Yeah.
Or
Oh, exactly. Yeah. So yeah, like
If
we've
it's
got these equal lows here.
exactly,
Yeah.
I see it because if you see on 12th of May, there's like that 15 minute. If you pick the last sell candle, and then you go to present, you can see like it barely mitigated. It creates equal low, and now this one is going
yeah,
deep.
with
Yeah.
US 30, I realized when backtesting yesterday is that when you get when there's when there's liquidity grab, you know how we have that rule. When you've got basically equals and then it sweeps that and then it pushes up, it's a lot more high probability. So when there are zones that does grab liquidity, you can likely be a bit more confident in terms of whether the trade is
Yes,
going to work out or not.
that's
So
true.
that's something I'm looking at as well, just to see how that goes. Yeah, nice
I'll come back to that in a
reaction.
moment. I'm just going to go back to Aussie dollar.
I'm looking at GU. GU looks good.
Is it?
Yeah.
Took GU off
So
my list yesterday after our conversation.
yeah, I still like it. It's
You watch,
following,
I'll end up
very,
dropping the GU now, and it'll end up just
yeah.
being an absolute beautiful pair to trade now, won't it?
Yeah, it's forming a really it's forming a lower time frame order flow.
Yeah.
So you can see how if you change it to the line graph, some lower time frame order flow forming, sort of a range in a sense, because it's ranging between one high and one low. If you look at the 3 minutes, it's crystal clear.
This
1
new
minute,
15 minute.
it's still going. US 30
Yes,
is like, nope.
it's still going.
Yeah, it's going.
Yeah,
Okay.
at this
100% shorts
point,
now.
yeah, at this point, it's just gonna keep melting down.
Yeah, shorts
I
for
really,
days. That's
yeah,
why I like US 30.
I can't see this zone holding up.
No, I don't think it is.
All this
The
momentum, and then London Open is opening this with a bit of momentum as well now.
yeah.
We'll see.
Where can
We'll
we go
see.
next? Yeah, there's nowhere to go. There is nowhere to go unless we see a reaction. Then we'll see. We'll think about it. But yeah, at the moment, it's struggling to push up. You can see it is reacting to that zone, but it's struggling to push up. Yeah, it's gone.
I just broke
It is
it.
gone.
On the
Yeah,
4
it's
hour, we've got, yeah, just here. So let me just zoom out and bring this up. We've got a demand on the 4 hour,
Good.
which it could be coming towards. We don't really have imbalance on the 4 hour though.
Oh, mate, US 30 barely has imbalance.
Uh,
Barely has imbalance. Yeah, it's very, very, very efficient price
we
action.
do have this demand zone below the 1 hour at the moment, so we'll see. Go back to the. This is pushing through. Can't see this holding. So if you think about it as well, this is an hourly candle. We're only halfway through the hour, and it's already quite a
Yeah.
pretty much the same sort of price range as this candle here, like the momentum we had from yesterday.
Yeah,
Yep.
the
And
only
to
thing
be,
is, right? Yeah. Go on, Alex.
the zone that we mark for sure, if it goes back there, it's not gonna respect it because it's gonna take a while to get there. And it's
Yeah,
gonna come
exactly.
back up with a lot of volume.
You see, the thing is, if you look on the daily as well, or even the weekly, which is something I do, you can see it is in basically discounted pricing now.
Hmm.
So that could be one good reason as to why you could look for longs, but obviously, if only if it shows up. If not, just looking at the overall order flow right now, it's very, very bearish. It's trying to push up, it has failed. So right now, it's safe to say you could possibly just look for longs now. And with the amount of volume that's kicking in, you don't want to be trading against the volume because you could place a trade and the next second you would lose it because of how much the sheer amount of volume pushing it down.
Hmm.
So yeah, that's what we can basically look at for now. Like you've mentioned that little demand zone below as well. On the
Oh,
8 hours,
wow.
you can
This one
clearly
here.
mark it up.
Yeah. So this one
Big
I've
delay.
got. This is
Yeah,
a
yeah, that one.
4 hour that I've marked up. You say you got at. What's it look like on the 8?
To be fair, the daily one works as well. The daily wick you marked up earlier, that does the trick on the 12 hour as well.
Yeah. Yeah. So that 4 hour. Yeah, that 4 hour zone is just pretty much the entirety of that wick just here.
Yeah.
You watch it. It'll be our first YouTube live, and we won't get a single trade now, will we?
Yeah, I mean,
That's the case. We'll definitely do it again next week. What was that for?
my yesterday trade of yesterday, Nate, it would have been running 29 hours.
29, that's good.
Yeah, it's
Was this the
just
one we were discussing yesterday, Neef?
What's that?
Would that be the trade we were discussing yesterday?
The short trade, right? I
Yeah,
don't know.
the one that was up here.
Maybe
Look.
not. Remember, Alex, I told you it reacted off a, I think it was a 15-minute zone or something like that, that has been pushing
yeah,
down from.
yeah.
Yeah, that was the trade. I'll show you later on.
Okay.
That's something I found while backtesting. And when I took an entry on seconds, you want to guess how much it was running? I didn't take this, by the way, but when I backtested it, exactly how I would have taken it. Oh, Jesus Christ. When I looked at the sheer amount of profits or the returns you can get from that, it was pretty insane. I think it was almost 100 plus R, just purely based off 15-minute time frame, high time frame order flow, and just looking at what it's doing. So that's one of the reasons why, and it really respects higher time frame zones and it mitigates extreme points. So you don't have that, little doubt on whether it either mitigates the extreme or it doesn't. Like there is no if, maybe, or whatever. So it's a really good really good pair to trade, to be fair. Yeah, so if you look at GU now, Chris,
2
it's
seconds, mate.
forming
I've had my eye on AU this morning. I've not managed to finish my analysis on it because we keep swapping and changing. So at the moment, have you looked at AU at the minute?
yeah, it's still respecting. So I've marked a extreme point. It's still within that area. Potentially you might see some longs. Same goes with all the USD pairs, AU, EU, and GU.
Oh, there we are. This zone. So I've got this 5-minute inside bar.
Sorry, can you share your screen on Discord as well? Just realized the members in there couldn't see anything.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, that's why they left.
One thing I've noticed of my morning um, time, if it's the extreme point, like it just keep going, even on New York. So like it has happened quite a bit, maybe once a week. That one trade will just keep running 40 or 50 or
Yeah. I think with the way it's moving now, I'm not interested in the extreme and decisional points I had previously. I'm
at all.
probably going to look at higher time frame zone instead. That would
I
make more sense.
agree.
Wow, it's still growing. Amazing. Yeah, it would make more sense to look at maybe an hourly or 2 hour zone instead. Probably may come back for New York. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah, yeah. And gold is not doing anything. Gold is just violating every single zone created.
Yeah.
I like gold in the morning.
Here we are. So this is what I'm looking at for AU. I'm anticipating this breaker structure. If we get this breaker structure here, we might be able to look at a flip long.
Yeah, you just got it.
Yeah, we'll see if this closes above here, and then oh, we've just been mitigated. Look, we've got a bit of, it's quite a weak close above the high, and it's already grazed the zone.
Chris,
Yeah.
I think you want to see Euro USD.
We want to see what? Sorry.
Euro USD. EU.
Euro USD.
Euro USD.
I think it just mitigated a 15-minute demand, maybe 1 hour if it's more clear. In a minute, and in 1 minute, I just see the chunk on the flip, the flip, sorry. It's Chris talking.
What's that?
Now you're talking. I can hear you. But yeah,
No, I was just replying to a message. What were you saying about EU? Oh, I see. Oh, where we are actually.
yeah, I mean, the zone is reacting to. It didn't quite break structure. Yeah, it just, let me see. If you see the 30 minutes, I think it's slightly more clear.
30.
30, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's reacting now, yeah. If we take the whole zone, there's a clear, oh my god, it's dropping hard, but there's a clear zone right now. Because I think it just caused a flip. Maybe it was my um I'm wondering how it's gonna react to this candle in 1 minute. But it's dropping very hard.
I'm not overly convinced with this breaker structure on AU there. Okay, maybe I might be now. Yeah, this zone for me wasn't impulsive enough. It broke structure, but I think that was very weak. And this high has obviously not created a new low, so we've got this. This is a bit more impulsive. I might this momentum keeps up a little bit, I might look for a long from here.
Same with GBP USD. I think let me see the DXY. Yeah, the dollar is falling. Makes sense.
I think I might take a long here.
Yeah.
Hear you?
AU. Is that MT4 or C Trader on desktop there?
Yes.
I've just heard.
And MT5, yeah.
Can't stand the desktop version. I've just never been able to get on with it.
I know. I like it because I can see how much I'm risking.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm surprised.
Because
I'm surprised that hasn't been made easier on the phone, or
yeah,
a bit more user friendly on the phone. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, I'm taking a long from here.
I mean MT5 on the phone is nice.
It's all right.
Yeah, it's
It's a little
clean.
bit cleaner and neater than MT4, but it still feels really dated. Like, it just needs a nice update, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. There Jeff goes. I had the same one marked for EU, not even traded EU.
Is that the trade that you were talking about that Jaff's just posted?
Yeah. There's something that I'm testing on yesterday that is just happening right now. Is the when the price is falling and you see an impulsive down following by impulsive up or vice versa, check that area. I think that's just happening right now. If you check just a little later, you will see what I mean.
No, if you're still there,
Yeah.
no, you just gone
Sorry,
quiet.
just zoned out. Looking at a US 30 trade. I've just missed my initial entry while calculating my lot size.
For what? For yesterday?
US 30. You won't even guess what I'm doing now.
I don't want to know honestly because I don't see an entry right now.
Are you on the
I, I'm,
seconds?
pre- I'm pretty sure that you're buying.
Yeah, I am buying.
Yes,
So
because
I just missed
I-
my initial entry at
the wick.
Is
let
it?
me find it.
Let me guess. Is it this here?
It's on the second. Yeah, it's that one.
Yeah.
That was the exact one. So I just missed that entry. I was calculating my lots and then bada bing, bada boom, it tapped in and flew up. So main reason why I took this or had this trade idea is because of the the impulsive nature of the push down, and then as price went down, it started trickling, so it started slowing down. And then if you look on the higher time frame, it's suddenly pushed up. So if the volume's going to go up, you should be following it. So that's why the idea of a long popped up.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's
I
the
had
idea.
I had the same idea.
Yeah, it's a good idea, isn't it? Mm.
Let me show you what I have marked. I just learned the
Is my lot size calculator not working?
no, that's why I use the desktop version. But
Yeah,
it range depends of your broker from like 3 to 5 lot size.
Neve, do you remember we
Yeah.
had that lot size indicator on TradingView?
Yeah, mine just doesn't work now for some reason.
Yeah, I've deleted it. It wasn't
Has it
calculated
stopped
correctly.
working? Yeah, mine just stopped working now. It's a shame. Ah, okay. Wonder what happened there. Oh yeah, completely forgot. There was a GU trade that I took. Have a look at the 1 minute.
1
I
second,
had
mate.
this marked up.
The chart,
The supply to demand trade. You can show it to everyone watching. It's a good trade, really nice trade.
Well, we're looking at GU.
Yeah, so look at GU on the 1 minute. You can see on the left side, no, just
this
zoom in a
nice
bit.
one.
Do you see it, Alex? So you
Yeah,
have that
when the
supply that
flip,
got broken, and then you have that inside bar that it mitigated and shot up. So that
You
was
talk
the
about
trade.
this zone that's broken here.
Yeah, and then look at the inside bar right before that zone sort of got broken. So it's a continuation trade method.
Yeah.
Yeah, see it? Yeah, that's the trade. Need to find US.
But like that zone wasn't broken there, or was it?
Yeah, the main reason why I consider it broken is because you see how it didn't react impulsively. It sort of slowed down, came back down right at that inside bar. There was no limit, by the way. This was an execution, most likely, and then a
Okay.
push up. What is your? I need to find. Let me see. What was my broker pricing? The previous US 30 chart I was using didn't have the same price as my broker, so I'm trying to find which one does. Okay, yeah, this one does. Currency.com has a similar price.
I have
There we go. The second entry.
Yeah, that's the one I use, currency.com or currency.com.
Yeah, I need to find a new calculator for my fucking hell. Yeah, there goes another entry, Alex, for long.
I have
That was the entry I was looking at.
currency.com.
What are you looking at now?
Currency.com? Yeah, same one. US 30 entry just went off. Maybe a good thing, maybe a bad thing, but I just missed it. 15-second time frame. So it's a wick. It's that wick there. Yeah, just move to your left. Yeah, that one. Main reason being previously on the left side, that was the wick that mitigated the previous demand zone. So if we're following order flow, you look at the line graph, you can see that that was technically a lower high in a sense for that point of time. Sorry, a lower high, higher low. We'll see. It's a bit wiki on this currency.com.
Yeah, it's very wiki. I'm not too interested in this just yet.
The indicator actually broke. That's sad.
Lot size calculator.
Yeah. Let me use my other app. Was convenient for a bit.
We need to build our own trader system.
Yes, that's right.
I'm very curious about this, so I'm gonna do it. I'm liking this correlation weather.
Yeah. What a shitty range.
Yeah, but I have a zone right underneath the beginning of the impulsive move up.
Yeah.
That's something I'm looking at. And my trading is, I need to start working. That's what I need to do.
Trading is so boring, isn't it? Here's my 50 pence on US 30 right now.
Yeah, it's a nice range there.
Yeah.
On that range, initial that's zone I have. Initial break low first for me to take the zone. If it breaks the liquidity on top, I'm not taking them.
Yeah, I'd like to see sell side break first and then
Yeah.
push up because we've got like it's going to push through. Look. But then again, we might tap this inside bar, sweep the liquidity here, tap the inside bar, then push down. But if we do get that, I want to see confirmation below the 1 minute if we mitigate this before taking along. Because obviously we've still got that higher time frame demand down here.
Yep. Let's look at the US pairs.
Right, so we're reacting to this inside bar. Wow. Aussie dollar's pumping.
Yeah, most of them are. Yeah, but the Aussie dollar is really pumping up. Euro US dollar as well. GU's moving as well, finally.
You know why GU's moving like this, don't you?
Yeah.
Because I took it off my watch list, that's why. For fuck's sake. Oh, I just swore on stream, sorry. Yeah. Oh well. Might cancel that order on AU.
Go on then, GU. Push it up. Ugh.
Alright, so we're reacting to this now. I think if we push past this, I'm cancelling my order because we're just going to end up sweeping less liquidity here.
Yep.
Yeah, nice reaction off the supplier.
Yep.
All right, guys. I'm gonna head out because I'm gonna.
You off, are you, mate?
I
See
have
ya,
to
man.
go. Yeah. I see you guys.
Catch you a bit later, mate.
Adios.
Alright. Take care, man. See ya.
Anything else you're looking at, Nave?
Nothing else actually. I was looking at AU with you as well. EU, there was a supply zone. It's not gonna. It's just gonna keep pushing up to a higher time frame zone I have marked up. But I think so. If you look at yeah, no, you know what? I wouldn't consider this either. It's likely just gonna keep pushing up. Maybe form, all these pairs likely will form a small pullback and then keep pushing. With AU, there is the higher time frame zone I've marked up, a 4-hour candle. With EU, nothing at the moment, it's still bearish.
And
So
what you're
it
looking at,
could
was it
be.
this inside bar, is it?
What's that?
This inside bar on AU.
Yep. You could consider that little price action below as inducement. So might see a reaction off of that. USD JPY, I was looking for long, but I don't think I will, unless I get a seconds confirmation entry. Basically, if you look on the 15-minute time frame, you'll see what I'm talking about.
Right, yeah, this here.
Yeah, so if you zoom in, you can mark a 1-minute, 2-minute zone. It's basically a wick, and you also have your chalk. So
Within here.
yep.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I've set an alert there. If I get a seconds entry, then I'll take it. If not, I
It's a
think
bit of
I
a
will
weak
leave
chop though,
it
isn't
in.
it? We didn't have a candle closed below. Then
Yeah. Still looks decent to be fair, because that little sweep down looks like a liquidity grab, and on the seconds it does call, the candles do close below it. So It seems like that little wick down there, could be classed, as I told you, an impulsive liquidity grab because of the nature of how it's formed.
Yeah, yeah. Actually,
It does look like a good place for an entry if it shows, of course. If it doesn't, then it is what it is.
I'm on board with this one.
There is a decisional zone it's reacting off of now. See if it follows through. You can see a small reaction there.
Oh, this one here, this inside bar.
Yeah. Oh, nice. The lot size calculator is back.
Was it?
Yeah, it works now. I think the guy was fixing it. He added more decimal places to the back so that you can actually see the proper lot size.
Even on the seconds, that's quite a yeah. You've got liquidity sweep here. This one's failed. I'll take a long here, mate.
What's that?
I'll take a long.
Yeah, looks nice, doesn't it? I'm gonna look for confirmation entry first before I enter. On the seconds. See if it gives us anything. Got an initial reaction.
Oh, you're joking. You're joking. Oh, mate. This is either going without me or here we are. Look. Bloody spreads haven't been tagged in.
Oh man.
That is frustrating. So at the moment, this would now be running at 1 point, nearly 2R. So that's where I'd have stop loss at break even now already. So that's cancelled. That's the one thing with limit orders is stuff like that. Like, look at that, it's right on the nose as well.
Yeah. Basically right at it.
Right on there. So either way, stop loss would have been a break even now. So for anyone watching, I have quite an aggressive aggressive risk management. As soon as my trade hits either 1R or a break of structure, whichever one comes first, I get a stop loss to break even straight away. So as you can see, we've just grazed the entry here. We've mitigated the zone after this change of character, and yeah, we've just pushed up.
Hey guys, I'm listening.
How we doing, mate? You all right? We're live on YouTube, by the way, mate.
Ah, nice.
Yeah, just missed out on a US yen scalp. Here we are. Let's gonna smash TP, isn't it?
Yeah, if I took this trade, my target would likely be let's see, what are we looking at? That boom, boom, boom. So based off how price is looking, likely would target the probably honestly the high of the 15-minute high if I got in. And then as soon as it breaks that point, I'd put stop loss to entry, you know, at break even.
Oh, yeah. It is where a lot of traders that then start getting FOMO. Obviously, I've not been tagged into this entry. Then a lot of people will be thinking, well, I need to try and get into this because it's going without me, and they'll just be, here we are, look, it's going to hit TP. This is what a lot of traders make mistakes on. Trade's gone without me. Can't let it affect you. There'll be another one like this another day, maybe tomorrow, next week, whenever. No rush, the markets will still be there.
Yeah, exactly.
Neve, there's a couple of questions in the comments actually, I've just noticed.
It's V-shaped recovery.
Yeah, you use that more than I do, so do you fancy...
It's just so really, I think, you know, there are a lot of terms you can use for what V-shaped recovery is. I initially started using it as just an impulsive liquidity grab. So, you know, the nature of it is you see the market essentially wick the previous low and give off an immediate reaction. That's you know, a good indication of where volume is heading and where the market is likely going to push. So a lot of times when you see something like that, most likely you get a confirmation of you know, a proper chop form, and it is, you know, a good confluence to use when you enter. So what time frame is that? So Chris, the chart you're looking at right now is in the 15-second time frame.
Yeah, this one's on the 15 seconds.
It's essentially a confirmation entry.
Yeah. So it's not very often we use the seconds time frame. The reason I use the seconds time frame is, let's say for example, let me just bring this up a little. So probably heard us discussing that we've got this change of character here. Now we've had this low broken. I'll tell you what, I'm going to clear this up whilst I'm talking about change of character, and I'll explain why I was looking at this trade as well. So initially, we've just sort of grazed TP, so we may have taken that or not. So what we'll look at is before we get this high broken just here, this essentially is just a break of structure. Okay, a lot of people ask me, why do you mark this as a chalk? Okay, now when we get our break of structure here, these two movements combined is what's confirming our change of character. So for those going, well, that's just a break of structure. Yeah, you're right. But I just label it as a chop because these two combined are required for this movement to be valid for us. So yeah, this part of the chalk movement is a break of structure. This one here is a break of structure, but both of them combined, it creates the change of character. So you can mark this chalk, you can mark it break of structure, you can mark it David, whatever you want to call it. It's still going to mean the same thing. It's still doing the same thing, okay? But what we were debating about, and the reason why we dropped down to the seconds time frame, is because this was only a wick break. We were discussing that this was a liquidity grab, and this is where we wanted to drop down to the seconds time frame to see how clean and clear everything looked. So again, on the 30 seconds time frame, it was still just a wick. And when we drop down to the 15 seconds, we've had a wick push, then we've had another push and a candle. We've had two candles close below this low. And as we've started to see price pushing up and then breaking this high here, that's when we were looking at our trade to go long. So hopefully this makes a little bit of sense. And yeah, it's debatable whether your TP would have been hit there or not, but still, you would have either have hit TP or the trade may hit break even, either or. Either way,
Yep.
I've missed out on that one. But hopefully that helps.
Yeah, does that make sense, guys? If it makes sense, just you know, drop a message and let us know.
But here as well, where we've got our reaction just shy of, well, just around our TP zone here, we've got this little inside bar just there reacting to. This zone could have been the mitigation to pull back, clear some of this imbalance, take some of the close the orders around here before we continue pushing up. Either way, I'm happy with that trade. To be fair, that was a good spot, Nath, actually.
Yeah. Cheers, man. To be fair, like with GU, right? If you look at GU, I can give, you know, a simple breakdown of what's happening, you know, the thought process behind what's going on and how to react accordingly, because a lot of people have issues with that. So can you look on the 30 seconds really quick, Chris? Or the 1 minute's fine, actually. Yeah, just look on the 1 minute. So can you see that little minor supply zone there? It did break minor structure. Just where price is, you see those like almost
Sorry,
like
this
double
one.
top. Yeah, so can you just mark that up? So you have a, you know, minor supply zone here because we did break the previous low. So what you can see is, you know, sort of a reaction here as to what price is doing. So what usually happens for me is either expect price to break through the supply zone and come back to tap into a demand zone that actually caused supply to fail, or you see that supply being respected and it breaks the demand right below. So usually what happens if that demand gets broken, right? So if a demand zone right there gets broken, then I'd usually just close my trade, because again, there's no shame in closing your trades early. If you want to protect your capital, by all means you should do it, because if it does come back down, would you be happy with, you know, a couple of % profit or almost nothing? So that's usually how I would manage my trades. And let's say if, you know, price actually decides to, you know, break that and actually end up shooting up, you can still get continuation trade opportunities to trade up. So there is no issue in terms of closing your trades early. It's all about preserving your capital, and I think that's what, you know, will set you apart.
Yep, pay yourself or
Someone
pay
asked-
somebody else.
Yeah, exactly. Someone asked, what is footprint Forex? I don't know what you mean. If you want to elaborate on what you mean.
Footprint. Now this is
Forex.
just I don't know if there's a, you know, a industry standard term for this, but I refer to order blocks, supply and demand zones, POIs, whatever you want to call them. I refer to those as footprints. Now obviously, you know, SMC traders like us, we are retail traders, just like, you know, people that trade support and resistance, you know, patterns and stuff like that. We are, it's never not been retail. We have always been a retail trader. All we can do is, you know, at the end of the day, banks are not looking at this, for example, saying, oh, we've got an order block here. You know, they don't look at that. They are the ones creating the order blocks that we are trading off. So when you hear myself refer to footprints in the market, I'm talking about you know, our supply and demand zones, POIs, whatever you want to refer to them as. And you know, these impulsive movements, this is, you can see that large institutions have been here. You know, it's not us retail traders that are making these movements, it's, you know, big financial institutions that have got enough capital to make, you know, these movements in the markets. So that's what I personally refer to as footprints. Okay, so if you ever hear me referring to footprints in the markets, it's just where I'm referring to, you know, the big players in the game that are, you know, leaving these behind, and we're just trying to follow as best as we can the direction that they are trading.
So again, while GU was moving, literally while you were talking, I was waiting for you to finish. There was a scale-in opportunity right there. If you pop onto the seconds really quickly, the
I think I
30-second
can
time
see it
frame.
already. I can see it already.
Yeah.
You're talking about
So-
this mitigating here.
Yeah, so pop into the 30 seconds so we can show everyone watching what the idea behind this is. Now, a lot of people might be wondering like, oh, it didn't really close that, but do you see how it reacted impulsively to that supply zone? And it didn't, you know, it didn't react, sorry, it didn't react impulsively. It sort of wicked it, came back down, but there wasn't enough volume indicating that price was going to actually break and respect the supply zone. So there was a very clean entry on the 30-second time frame. Probably would have been a 3-pip stop. I don't want to be a fake trader and say, oh, I had a 1.5 pip stop. So generally speaking, with GU, I usually have a bigger stop loss because of, you know, the pair's characteristic. But that would have been, you know, a decent place to take a scale in, and it makes sense because that was the point that actually broke that supply zone. And then you look at the candle that caused it. Whether the trade works out or not, this would have been a very decent trade to take. It could have either mitigated this point or a point a bit lower. That depends on how the price, you know, how the market moves, whether it creates higher highs or it creates lower highs and, you know, forms a complex pullback. So yeah, that's a, you know, that's a trade. So I hope we've answered some questions here. If you have any more questions, guys, you can just pop it in the chat and we'll be happy to read it out.
Looks like we're getting, obviously this is the momentum from London Open, and I think we might be, you know, slowing a bit of momentum down now.
Yeah.
To be fair, you know, again, this is something we keep noticing the last few days, is just how wide the range is for the Asia session. And, you know, even London Open still hasn't swept the highs or lows yet.
Yeah.
Even for EU.
Yeah, they're all slowing down a bit. EU, AU, they've slowed down. Yeah, we can see what it does in a bit.
US 30, we might be creating a bit more inducement here. For these zones that we've got marked up. So the range liquidity has been swept.
Yeah.
Yeah, UJ is pushed down, so
Yeah.
oh well.
So the USD pair has lost a bit of strength, which also explains why GU is still relatively pushing up. So is, you know, EU. AU has slowed down a bit, probably because of the Aussie dollar. Yeah, just based off that, we can, you know, really can sort of understand what the pair is doing. So we'll see if that scaling actually comes true, because if it again fails to make a higher high, then likely we might get a push down because it is ranging around that supply zone quite a bit. And if you pop into the 5 minute time frame, it is also, or even the 10 minutes really, it is reacting to a supply zone. So we'll see how that moves. I think on the
Sorry,
15
mate. I
minutes.
was I was just on Discord there for a moment. Just have another. Does that mean that are you in the My Forex Funds Discord page?
Yeah.
Every
I've
day I
got the
keep getting
same messages
spam
as well.
messages like manage your prop fund and all this sort of like buy this bloody coin and lost.
Yeah.
I just reported it. But yeah, I was quite impressed with the accuracy with this one.
Yeah. Pretty good, isn't it?
Hmm. To be honest with you, at the
Yeah.
moment, I don't think there's going to be much more for me this morning.
Yeah. Same.
This
think
AU
besides-
trade. Still got the order on.
Yeah.
One second, I'm just going to make a decision whether I want to keep this on or not. Haven't been tapped in. We reacted nicely off to this zone that we marked up earlier.
Yeah. You have a chop there as well for the 1 minute, so if it does come down, it might take you out.
Oh, right, yeah. So break structure, shock.
Yeah.
We might see this just consolidate for a little bit now. I'll tell you what, I'm going to close that because I'll probably be away from the charts by the time anything happens with this.
Yeah.
So that's closed. Well, we had one trade. Did you get into that US yen trade?
US yen? No. I didn't get a seconds confirmation. It's only the GU trade, which is just about to hit TP.
Oh, you took it, did you?
Yeah. So how far it is? How far away is it? It's about 2 pips, 2.8 pips away.
Okay. So for those still watching, hopefully this has been interesting for you guys. If you're not already following us on Instagram, go have a look. It's SMT_FX. If you're interested in learning how to trade like this as well, head over to our website smt-fx.com. You can see the website address in the live stream just there, or just tap the description below and take you there. But again, if you're not interested in joining, feel free to keep a follow on YouTube and Instagram. Just I'm sure there's a few gems you can learn from with the content that we put out. Yeah. So I don't know about you, Neve. I think I might be done trading for the morning.
Yeah, done for now. Done for the London Open.
Me too.
All right.
All right. So I'm going to close the stream here, guys. Thanks for joining in. If you have any questions, feel free to drop us a DM on Instagram. Instagram is the easiest to get hold of us. So if you do want to drop us a message, feel free to drop us a message over there. Yeah, right. Thanks for joining, guys. I'll catch you later.
Right. See you, everyone. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.